Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the F5 division of the XRL Season 8, which has been going on all week. Good evening to everybody who is watching. You're joined by myself once again, XR Rob Roberts, and once again with my same co-commentator from GP2 is Christopher Moss. Good evening, Chris.
Good evening, Bullets, and good to be back for a second.
It certainly is. We love doing this. It's our day. Well, yeah, near enough is our day-to-day job, but yeah, we wouldn't change it for the world. So, going into this session, we actually have a 56% chance of rain during qualifying, actually, which is could be interesting. So we're going to see a lot of people going out very early, and there's a high 45% chance of rain in the race. So there's a lot of wet weather coming their way for Melbourne tonight, and well, hopefully the guys have done some practice for it, especially that it's 100% race distance. We are in for the long haul tonight. Best part of 2 hours we'll be going on for here. And well, Chris, I'll ask you the same question as I did Monday night. Obviously, we know a bit more about GP2 than we do F5, but nonetheless, who would you put your money on?
I got my predictions right in GP3 and GP2 on Monday night, so I'm going to go for a hat-trick this week, and I am going to go for...
You're taking your time thinking about this.
I'm looking to see who we've got in here.
Yeah, that I would actually agree with you. There are other people in here. There's people like Temper3D, there's Mini Ninja, and we've got other legends in here, such as XRL Draco Fire, who's with us yet again for another season. But my money tonight is on Temper. So that's our predictions. We've already gone with Craig Senna, we've gone with Temper3D, early predictions for the race win, not just qualifying itself, but XRL Killers in the Williams. Once again, it's a Williams driver setting the first lap around in qualifying, so it's good to see that the very eager getting going. So he gets a lot of wheel spin actually out of turn 15 now, and he's coming onto the main straight. DRS deployed, a little bit delayed there for whatever reason that could be, but as I say, coming down pit straight now, see what he tops out. So we've been seeing people around the 203, 204 area, and again, Killers gets to 204. Goes a little wide into turn 1, but didn't lose too much time onto the exit. Now coming down into the heavy braking zone of turn 3. A little bit early onto the brakes there, but he takes the corner pretty well, and the traction was pretty decent itself as he comes through turns 4, 5, and now coming into turn 6. Again, it is a really difficult section to learn. It's all about traction and just simply getting the power when you can, but I would recommend not running rich, obviously, for that, as he comes into the middle sector now, through this very bizarre turn 8, which is really obviously got some accelerations on, and then this really annoying turn 9 and 10, where it's downshifting three or four gears, depending on where you are, into second or third gear, and coming up to end of sector 2 now. Time looks pretty good so far from XRL because he's gone really wide at start turn 11 and cuts turn 12. Doesn't really seem to have the balance for it, so he's got to jump all over the right side of his tyres now as he comes towards the pretty easy 90-degree right hand. He actually makes it difficult for himself, goes wide actually, kicks up the grass, and he's actually got into the gravel at turn 15. He's spun it, he's hit the wall, and Killers has lost his wing. Not the best start from Killers there, he will be boxing in straight away, so... Well, I've caught that on stream, and that's an embarrassing moment for him.
I'm going to go for the
there
first
you
stroke of the
go.
evening.
Chris is already in there, only 4 minutes in, great start. Temper3D in the Force India now. My prediction for having a decent result tonight, hopefully getting the win he has. I have been told of his pace that he can do, so I do hope he doesn't let me down here, because Chris has proven me wrong in GP2. I don't want him to win another one tonight, so Temper, my fingers are crossed for you, Touchwood. As he comes through turns 11 and 12, takes that really well, slightly wide on the exit, but doesn't really lose him or gaining any time in all fairness. Into turn 13 now, takes the 90-degree right hand really well. Keeps it in 5th gear through turn 14, now into the very difficult turn 15. You've got to get the turn in perfectly to get the traction, and Temper does that just exactly right. He goes wide actually going into 16 and onto the main straight, deploys the DRS a little late as a result of that, and comes across the line at 26 now. It's only going for P2, because currently P1 is Mini Ninja, who is his team there, as we've actually lost connection to Jolly Pop, unfortunately. So Chris, could you get him in this ASAP?
I can. I was going to say...
no, you can't. You've already made your prediction.
He seems to be
that's why
flying
Jolly
at the
Pop's
minute.
left. His Xbox is playing up and he needs to reset it. probably can get that reset in within probably the next 8 minutes, so he then has time to get into the lobby, so fingers crossed for him. We'll go off Mini Ninja, obviously, because he probably not just in 10 kills, he's already back out on an out lap again. Eyes the best has aborted his lap, he's back into the pit. See, everybody needs to get their times in early if this rain is due, as JP's goes slightly into the gravel at turn 14 and is compromising into turn 50, where he actually gets a really good turn in there on the exit of it, and there's good traction as a result, and he takes a lot of good speed there through the final.
Oh my god, Mini Ninja's just gone 5 tenths quicker. He's done a 26 dead. He's quicker than F4 last night. That's a tremendous lap there by Mini Ninja.
Showing his worth. JP's actually went 7th with that 128.2 that he did. It's not a bad time at all. As Crazy Runner has actually set his time on the... Yes, it is, the Prime tyres. Interesting. So, people will get... they did get given a fresh set of tyres actually for it, and yet he still managed a 28 flat, which is only a few hundredths off his teammate Delta as a result of that. So not a bad effort, but he doesn't need to do it. We've got XRT Hunt, who's in P6 on 27 goal on his own tonight, unfortunately. Draco Fire, as I've mentioned before, legend in XRL. He's gone P5. Jollypop, have you managed to get your connection or your Xbox sorted? What was the issue?
Yeah,
Right, okay then. A few words there from Jollypop, but hopefully you can get into the lobby as soon as possible, and that you can make sure you can get in for the race. Giles, who's actually in reserve for tonight, he's XR Draco 5's teammate. He's currently P4, he's doing 27.2, so a good lap so far from Giles. He seems to be on another lap actually, the lap as well. He comes through turn 14, he takes a decent amount of speed, but slightly cuts turn 15 there. Probably just about got away with that. As he comes through the improvement though, he gets a lot of oversteer and the car very unbalanced out of the final corner. And it's not improving as a result, so Giles stays P4 for now.
Gone up to P2 with a 126. Well, Craig Senna has now gone up to P2 with a 126.7, whilst F1 Originals is now in P3 provisionally with a 126.8. Your provisional winner.
And the rain has started to fall. I'm seeing droplets appearing, so these guys are going to have to get their lap times in as soon as possible. So for those who haven't set lap times, such as Eyes the Best, for example, he needs to get one in. Jay Piz is currently on the lap in the... Yes, he's in the Toro Rosso, just have to make sure then. Currently P10 and 128 flat, it's not a bad time really, considering as he really cuts turn 12 there and actually loses the back end, so particularly not a good start from Jay Piz there, but he's still got a bit of time left.
Have we got some messages on Twitch this evening? Dizzy Cupid, good evening to you. He's already saying let's get this started, and it's lag on the stream. Also Toasty
again,
the sound is out of sync with the picture. Again.
Oh right, okay, that's an interesting one. Oh, right, okay.
You might want to unplug your mic, is what I'm trying to say.
Is that better, Chris? Much better, okay.
And welcome back in the room. That's much better. Also, DC Cupid says that he can't hear you.
Well, the game sound, I've actually reduced it even more. There is a problem with Twitch actually, guys, because if you watch this back on YouTube, as you did for the GP2 division, if you have done, then you'll find that the game volume is actually perfect. It's just about right. So it's a problem with Twitch. It's not on my end, so don't you dare go and blame me for this. And as to the lagging stream, I need to sort something out with my recording device, because for some reason I can't change my resolution. So I need to search or ring them up and see what I can do about that. But anyways, back with the action. Crazy Runner, P10 in the Ferrari, coming through down towards turn 3 now. He's got McLaren in front of him, so hopefully that doesn't put him off things slightly at all. But he might use it as a bit of a tow maybe. Just maybe get some reference points, or perhaps get a little bit of slipstream on the straights. But he's come to the end of sector 1. It's actually very good first sector actually from Crazy Runner. He's now got onto the option tyres. after, for whatever reason, being on the primes. And that McLaren now has gotten well out of his way, so good driving there from that McLaren driver. Back with Crazy Runner again, he's gone into turns 9 and 10, goes a little wide actually, start turn 9, compromising through 10, and he won't have the speed now as he comes towards the very fast sweeping turns 11 and 12, as the rain starts to fall ever more, but it shouldn't really affect the drivers. Ooh, he just, Crazy Runner just catching the bollard at the beginning of turn 11. It may have lose you a little bit of speed, but it actually gives you a better turning towards turn 12, and that compromised him a little bit, but as you can see, Chris, that rain is coming down ever more. I think those that are on a lap at the moment will be able to improve, but I think from there on, you'll probably find that that'll be the end of quali, unfortunately, with like probably a few minutes to go. But Crazy Runner coming onto the main straight, this is definitely an improvement, and he goes to only P8 with a 27.6. It felt like he was a lot better than that. Perhaps the rain had just affected him through that last sector.
The professional pole sitter Mini Ninja 8 is currently in the middle sector on another lap. He's done a
he's the best, only a 130.3. Last season's T6 division champion, struggling as Mini Ninja coming through turns 11. Oh, he really track extends turn 12 there, shakes it off a bit, just try to say, yeah, I've lost time, but we're not fooled by that Mini Ninja. As he comes towards turn 13 now, again goes a little wide. I think Mini Ninja is a wheel user just by the amount of speed he took. Through that, he catches the gravel there. That's definitely his lap gone now, but I don't think he really needs to set a little lap time. He should be comfortable where he is. As Craig Senna, the nearest person to him, is 7/10 off, and he's just coming through the first sector now. Well, actually coming to the end of the first sector, I should say, and just look at the reference points, it seems to be a little bit down actually on what his PB probably is, but again, that could all just be an effect from the rain.
Guys, if you're on Twitch and you're sending messages, I do apologise, my computer's decided to shut itself.
Well, if you want to get your messages in another way, guys, send your messages in to Righteous Tiger 840 or to myself, which is XRL Bobbert, and yeah, you can ask us anything you want, whether it's, drivers in this division, whether if you want to find out something, or if you have your own prediction, or how our races went, if you don't already know me. Well, Chris did race last night. If you want to know how his race went, it went really well. As the rain is starting to become really heavy now, I don't think Craig said it's going to improve on this lap, and he decides to box. So I think, guys, this could be the final positions for the end of qualifying. We've still got over 2 minutes to go yet, but yeah, Originals is.
And XRO Killer still hasn't got
for some reason, F1 Originals has gone on to the intermediates. Now, fair enough, but it's going to rain in the race. You're going to need those. He's actually sliding all over the place, so I'm going to go on board with. Jay Pace is coming out again onto track again. Probably no need to, simply because.
Also give him good practice, though.
Yeah, but Jay Pace has come out on option tyres.
That's the thing they maybe couldn't be concerned about.
Well, maybe he just wants to try and show off.
He doesn't want the practice.
Well,
he just wants to bring track action.
Right then. There you go. Guys, send me a message if you can, please, or once Chris has got his Twitch and his laptop or whatever back working again. What are our voices like? Is there an echo? Because obviously I had that problem on Monday. If there's not, happy days. We've sorted that one thing out at least. So, there we go. Dizzy Cupid has actually sent me a message. So, what's he telling me? He's telling me, who's my bet on for the win? Well, if you didn't hear me at the beginning, Dizzy Cupid, my money was on Temper 3D, and Chris's bet was on Mini Ninja, who's currently on pole position. I thought you said it was. I thought you were. Oh yeah, it was. Sorry, it was Craig. So you wanted to change it to Mini Ninja. Yeah, I was just watching Killers, and that rain obviously is far too heavy for those option tyres. He's sliding it through the penultimate corner, and there's no point in saying a lie. You may as well just box. And, well, yeah, I mean, there's no point really watching anybody. No one's going to improve. People are out there on intermediates for whatever reason. such as Temper, who's probably just trying to get accustomed to the conditions. But yeah, J-Pace is back in, so we'll actually have a rundown of where everybody is. So Mini Ninja takes what is a fantastic pole position with a 126.095. 6.5 tenths clear of the next quickest driver, which is Craig Senna. Then you've got F1 Originals, Temper 3D, XRT Hunt, Giles 95, who's a reserve, and he's actually beating his teammate Draco Fire. Then you find Crazy Runner, J-Piz, and Delta rounding out the top 10. And then I's the best in P11. Not the best of qualifying he could have asked for. He can go a lot quicker than that, but hopefully his race pace can show us what he can really do. And then we've got Killers in 12th, and that rounds off, well, and then Jolly Pop, obviously, who will be starting at the back after his disconnection. So it does mean that one of you, well, one of us, Chris, is going to have to move out the way. Why, you think you're going to start ahead of me?
It will be me, probably.
No chance. Absolutely no chance. But yeah, that was, as I said, not really a shock compared to GP2 because we know what some of these drivers' pace is, and well, Mini Ninja storms the field.
I think the shock is the fact that
so far it is anyway. Yeah, because then you got people right behind who are all very close in, like, you know, the late 26s and early 27s. Then you've got Mini Ninja, who's only just less than a tenth off actually getting into the 25s.
So in the last two nights of racing we've had in F4. So in the last two nights of racing we've had in F4, the top two have exactly the same time. And then tonight we have
Indeed we do.
By Mini Ninja.
Certainly it does. And well, look at the tyres that my trusty Caterham's on. It's a dry start, so the rain is going to come during the race. It's just a case of when. You know, there's a prediction actually, guys. What lap do you think the rain's going to come? You know, let's get it out there. There is a 45% chance of rain. I'm actually starting P14, so I'm not the one who's going to have to get out the way. It is you, Chris, who's going to have to get out the way.
I told you I'll be ahead of you.
Yeah, but we all know that's not going to happen in real life.
I told you I'll be ahead of you.
When I say real life, I mean it's in between you and I if we were racing on there. But anyways, yeah. Do not shush me. Nobody tells me to shush.
I just did.
Well, don't do it again. Simple.
I just did.
So yeah, 58 long laps here at Australia, Melbourne, here at Albert Park. The crowd is excited. You can see them all in the background, not doing anything. Just all sitting there waiting, as we are as well. But we're going to give the guys one more minute before we get going. As I said, you know, rain to be expected. And hoping Twitch works as well. At least there's no echo, so I will take applause for that. I was expecting a clap then, Chris, but no. Thank you. You're an ass. You know that.
You love me,
really? No.
You love me, really?
We don't. Right, anyway, well, let's get out onto the track, guys. 30 seconds countdown until we begin this race. So yeah, it's the case of we will have intermediates. Will we actually get to the wet tyres? Will Mini Ninja hold it on into turn 1? Can Craig make the move early? And what can Jolly Pop do from the back after his disconnection? We'll all find out within the next 58 long laps here at Albert Park.
Twitch is back up and running.
As in Chris's Twitch is back up and running, so if you want to send messages, he can actually read them now. That's what you meant, Chris. Come on. Seeing as that.
What is your prediction for lap which? So, Bobbers, what is your prediction for lap which
23
the rain will come? I'm gonna go 25.
Oh, and Michael's has just come online, so clearly his T6. Yeah, it's exactly what I was thinking.
And he's already disconnected.
Oh, we love to take the piss out of him. Oh, it's actually put me in the driver view again. Oh, that's very nice. Nice to see my temperatures and everything are up and running well. But here we go, guys. 2 lights, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go here for the first round of the F5 division here at Melbourne. And Mini Ninja has got a decent start actually. It's the Williams actually of I can't remember who that is. He's having a look at Craig. It was Originals having a look at Craig Senna there, but Craig Senna manages to hold on, and he's actually got a good exit and hasn't. We've got a side pod glitch in the back. I just saw that. Crazy, it's unfortunate for him, but Craig Senna having a look on the inside of Mini Ninja into turn 3. Mini Ninja has the outside line, he has the better traction. Craig Senna trying to look for the cutback, but he's just not managed to get it, so he has to filter in for now. Behind him in P3, we still have F1 Original, so these three have actually got a bit of a gap actually, as Temper 3D is under pressure from the Red Bull. XRT Hunt on the inside into turn 7. Kind of forces Temper out wide there, but no real contact was made, and XRT Hunt makes a position. He's up into P4. Temper's had a bad start, and he's now under threat from the Toro Rosso there. Is that Eyes the Best, or is that J Piz? It's J Piz, so J Piz, and he's actually got, and Eyes the Best is 7th actually, so Eyes the Best has gained 4 places off the start already.
Gone from great in F4 for the Ferrari team. In F5000, they've gone from being 1 and 2 in F4.
Still a long way to go. Yeah, anything can happen. That rate can easily change all that. It's like, oh, that was an inside move there from one of the Mercedes going into turn 14, and it was Jolly Pop. So Jolly Pop has made a good start. He's already up into P9 and he's passed the Williams of XRL Killers. So Jolly Pop has made a good start. He's gained 4 positions off the start already because he technically started 13th, not 15th. Giles? Giles already going in pitting.
The pit is Giles.
Maybe he's getting those tyres out of the way.
He started on the prime
or has he got wing damage? He doesn't have wing damage. He's gone to another set. That's an That's a really interesting one. I'm not even going to bother to say why he's done that. But Mini Ninja's managed to hold the lead off from Craig Senna. He's starting to pull out a little bit of a gap now. Gaps are... Oh, it's Craig Senna. Really can't have got to turn 7 there. Gained some of that time, but yeah, Mini Ninja did have about a second lead. It's now been reduced because of that. But behind him, F1 Originals in P3, coming under threat from XRT Hunt. XRT Hunt has had a good start here, and he's starting to claw in his way back to the leaders.
Not only that, Temper 3D's got both Toro Rossos right behind him, and all the time that he's trying to get back to the
was actually J Piz had to get out of the throttle there because of the dirty end, and he nearly got caught out by his teammates. There's actually a battle going on behind them actually for P8, and that looks like Draco Fire, and I think it's Jolly Pop. Indeed, it is Jolly Pop, and Jolly Pop has gained another position round the outside of Draco Fire there into turn 13, and he's looking to P8 already. Now sets his sights on the 2 Toro Rossos. As I mentioned, P9 now, we do have XRL Draco Fire, behind him is the second Williams of XRL Killers, whereas his teammate is up in P3 fighting for podium. Killers is hanging on the back end of the points, but there's still a long way to go. Yeah, this is another lap 3 of 58. Ooh, Draco Fire getting a little bit late on the brakes there onto Jolly Pop. Maybe gave him a little nudge, but it doesn't affect either of them too much, and they continue as they were. But the 2 Toro Rosso drivers are really going at it here. Eyes the Best has clearly got more pace compared to his teammate. Whatever happened in qualifying, it's not affected him in the race, and he's a lot quicker. But then again, they're still being held up parallel by Temper. Temper seems to be struggling in these early stages, and J Piz has a little looking towards turn but backs out of it. That compromises him on the exit, and here comes Eyes the Best now. Had a much better exit, but because of the slipstream effect, he's not really able to make the move. Oh, Eyes the Best. Getting really out of shape and wide at the end of turn 12, and Jolly Pop technically have a run on him into turn 13, but just not quite close enough. But Eyes the Best has lost a lot of time as a result of that. But Jolly Pop actually track extends turn 13, and he has a look. Oh, he's knocked Eyes the Best out. Widely doesn't overtake him, but that's really cost Eyes the Best quite a lot of time there from his own mistake.
We've got a run at the leader as well. Sorry to cut across you. Craig Senna's got DRS on Mini Ninja at the minute. As we go towards turn 1, he's now got rid of the DRS, but he's got a second activation point going towards turn 3.
Certainly
As
isn't.
it does
So,
look like rain is
oh, actually,
in the
just
air
looking at that, did I see a few spots of rain? I did. I did see a few spots around, so the rain is already on its way. Or am I just seeing things? Do I need my glasses? Oh, it's just that dust and grass is being kicked up by everybody going wide. Can't quite tell at the moment, but the front four are actually pulled up a bit of a gap over Temper, who's clearly struggling in these early stages. And F1 Riddles and XRT Hunt have not lost too much time to the two guys in front, so this could be a potential four-way battle that could go on here as the ball has been kicked up. Yeah, I think Craig Senna was the one who actually hit it. He was the one who hit the ball hard, and as a result, he's going to be out of DRS range of Mini Ninja now. So Mini Ninja can make a break for it, and Craig Senna, rather than attacking, he may have to defend now from back from the Williams of F1 Original and XRT Hunt. Definitely has been. Yeah, he has lost out as a result, and here goes F1 Originals getting a much better run out of the last corner. DRS deployed, probably put up into Rich Mixture as well. He's having a look on the outside. Will he make the move in towards turn one? Wisely backs out as Craig Senna does a slight corner cut, but doesn't really gain anything from it. Then here comes F1 Winners again with the DRS. Can't quite tell where he is. There's a little bit of lag there. He tries to go on the outside, but Craig Senna holds it on and he remains in second place for now. F1 Originals had a better run out of turn 6 and had a look into turn 7 there, but Craig Senna just managing to hold on for now. But XRT Hunt now is right in the gearbox of it. Oh, XRT Hunt got a little bit of lag there, moved him back about half a second. Could have run maybe on the Originals in the turn now, but any chance of that is now evaporated. As Mini Ninja is now pulling away from these guys because of as a result of the battle. And look who's closing up behind. Temper's catching back up to them. Oh, as XRT Hunt really can't go to turn 12, but they kind of gets out of shape. A lot of oversteer and the balance is gone, and it's lost in time to the two in front. Sticking with XRT Hunt now going towards turn 15, and now into the final corner. Craig Senna actually taking a really tight line into that corner, and F1 Originals is right on him already as they come down to down the middle straight and then coming towards turn 1. They're side by side. Originals has now got a car length ahead, can keep it into turn 1. Of course he can. And F1 Originals now into P2, and Craig Senna, from the mistakes he's made, has now finally lost position and will give up that place. Give up P3 to his teammate, because his teammate seems to be a lot more consistent, but no, he's been stubborn as ever, keeps it on the inside into turn 3. And well, there's the result of doing that. F1 Originals already put it away. Yeah, was that? I don't know if that was lag or was that team orders there?
That was the pass.
Oh, Craig Senna's now down to P4. Is he going to have a look in towards turn 9? He backs out with it. Craig Senna falling down the field, and actually that's not Temper in P5, it's not, it's Jay Piz up into P5, so Jay Piz has made a move on Temper somewhere on track, unseen, and he's now closing in the back of these two. As he really can't cross turn 11 there, takes out the ball, and no wonder he took so much more speed, and he's having a, well, he's not, if he overtakes Craig Senna here, he's going to have to give it up. So he will be classed as an illegal overtake, and sidewalk glitch. Unfortunately, it will be. Not only was it an illegal overtake, but takes out Craig Senna as well. And Craig Senna's race is just going from bad to absolutely terrible now. He's now down into P6 and come under threat from the second Toro Rosso now. This time of Eyes the best. In the slipstream has DRS. Does he have a look towards turn 1? He's trying to make the move. Oh, it's a little bit annoying there from Eyes, and he realises now, well, Craig Senna is definitely getting in the wars here. Well, in terms of the higher position, maybe, yes, but in terms of overall result, that may not be the case. As Eyes the Best has had a much better run. Craig Senna is really struggling on this first stint. Eyes the Best had a look towards turn 7, but couldn't quite get the move done, and he actually runs wide, maybe because of the turn 1 there, but tell you what, that's up for the lead. starting to hot up a little bit. I think F1 Originals is closing in on Mini Ninja. I'll get on that one in a little bit if that gap reduces even ever more. But look at Eyes the Best here. He's got a run on Craig Senna coming towards turn 11 as well as the side by side behind actually for PA. It's the Killers versus Jolly Pop, and well, Jolly Pop keeps it for now. Killers having to take a base of action and going across turn 12 and kicks up the dust and spins as a result of it, and now Extra Draco Fire could have a potential opportunity in catching up.
Oh, and I think Temper's just lost an end plate. He's just gone into the gravel, slightly tapped the wall around turn 15, and it looks like he does indeed.
Not great there from Temper 3D.
Right, end plate damage.
You know, early stages of the race, he probably won't be pitting for best part with maybe 8 and 9, well, probably another 8 laps. You'll probably see these guys on option tyres coming for another pit stop, unless they want to go for an undercut. But it all depends on when that rain is going to come. We simply don't know.
Right behind him, if you look. Craig Senna's right behind him. If you
further
look
back quickly and see where everybody else is. So we've got the two Ferraris in P11 and 12 with Delta actually in the car and tyres. Then we've got Giles at the back who's lapping consistently pretty well. But as to why he made that first pit stop to go from prime to prime is a strange one. Originals is actually such a quicker lap time than Mini Ninja at this moment in time. He runs a lot wide at turn 12, but he just can't seem to close in the gap. And actually, XRT Hunt, who's not, well, he's just in the 29s, but seems to be more consistent. He's starting to close in himself. So these three seem to be on pretty even pace at with one another at the moment, and pulled a bit of a gap to those behind him. We've got Jay pissing fourth after his incident with Craig Senna, which will be reviewed after the race obviously, but I think it was a given as to what happened. As Temper 3D, as you mentioned Chris, with that end plate loss, is now coming to some serious threat from Craig Senna. Craig Senna might be able to gain one position back here. He's got the DRS, flap is open, pulls it inside Temper. Temper giving a little nudge there, but very naughty there from Temper. Nearly a cycle glitch happened there, but Eyes the Best taking full advantage, and Craig Senna just shuts the door right on it. These guys are being very erratic actually with their attacking and their defences. Jolly Pop now goes to the outside, and there's another side pod glitch. Well, from the way I was looking there, it looked like Jolly Pop just got onto the grass and just couldn't stop the car and turned into Eyes the Best, and I don't blame Eyes the Best for that. I'd probably say that was a mistake from Jolly Pop on Jolly Pop's behalf. So Eyes the Best now in P6 at the moment. Temper 3D has dropped down himself. He's now into P7. So that's mine and Chris's predictions are not really working or paying off at the moment. In the front three, I've got a huge gap over everybody else. Temper's trying to get into the slipstream and Eyes the Best way. Pulling him up close now as he comes towards turn 13. Doesn't really take a lot of speed instead, does Temper? Obviously that end-plate loss is hurting him quite a lot. You'll probably see him be the first to hit to get rid of, change the wing and try and minimise his time loss. Temper actually does have DRS there, I just noticed that. It lit up on my screen, but he didn't use it. Has he got a DRS failure, or does he not actually have it? Codemasters a good work yet again. But yeah, looks like when we may have saw the rain earlier, Chris, it clearly wasn't rain. It was something else. It seems to be that way. As the three in front are actually seems to be cloning up ever more actually, but more so it's XRT Hunt who's catching. Oh, he hits the ball yet again at turn 11. He's caught up to the back of Original, but he's improved on his lap time. XRT Hunt on the move here. So he's definitely within the slipstream of the Williams driver of F1 Originals. He's come towards turn 13 and now into turn 14. Just seems like a bit more grip on saying that Originals had a good run at turn 14 and XRT Hunt is to him.
Well, all I can say is at the minute, P3 to P6 are all covered by Red Bull livery cars. But not only that, but J Piz has already got a 30-second.
Well, we are on lap 11 now, but...
Yeah, well,
they're on lap 11.
They're on lap 10. They've only completed 9, so yeah. I'm on last place. I'm on board.
Well, last place is still on lap 10. Just shut up!
Yeah, exactly.
F1 Originals.
Well, Mini Ninja's actually got a problem. Well, Mini Ninja's actually got a problem because he's got not only second place behind, but third place is catching him massively.
Certainly is.
The freeway battle for the lead at the minute. From
F1 Originals? Yeah, certainly is. So Mini Ninja's storming qualifying lap may have gotten track position, but he's certainly in the threat during the race so far. But saying that, he's really tracking since turn 12 there compared to F1 Originals. And you can see the amount of time that he gains through that last sector. I think simply because, as I said before, he is a wheel user. I find it hard to believe that this game, you know, whether you're on a pad or whether you're on a wheel, costs you or loses you or gains you that much time depending on what sort of, you know, track you're on, whereabouts, you know, what corners are there, how quick you take them. It's really bewildering.
If he is a wheel user, he could lose. Indeed, but not only that, if he is a wheel user, he could lose up to at least 2 seconds per lap.
Oh, as Originals has made a big mistake at turn 1 and 2, and XRT Hunt has now taken that place. So Originals are, I wouldn't say a rookie mistake because he's not a rookie, but that's cost him second place for the time being. No surprise that Temper is in to obviously replace that wing and try and gain what time he's lost from it. But yeah, F1 Originals, as I mentioned, simple mistake, it can cost you, and it did. He's down to P2, and Mini Ninja's pulled that like that again. Just going to move further back. Jake is still in P4, not really gaining on the cars in front, but at least he's not losing time. Craig sent him down to P5. He's definitely been in the wars, but he's finally got some clear air, and he can pump in the lap times now at the end of this first stint, see if he can catch up to anybody in front of him. Then you find Killers are now up into P6, so after that poor quality performance from Killers, he's doing well in the race. It's a good start for him. Down P7, then we've then got Jollipop, who's really good start, has now kind of halted, and he's not really out of any more positions. So in the P7, then we've got XRL Draco Fire in P8. In P9, we will find Delta, who starts with the prime tyres, so you'll find him coming better towards the end of this stint. And he's keeping it very clean as well as Delta, even though I've seen him go through a couple of corners, but seems to be better than other people. Then you have Crazy Runner, his teammate in P10, and then behind him you'll find Eyes the Best. So Eyes the Best, the first pit stopper, has come out in P11, not really in any clean air, so not really where he would have wanted to be, but it could be a slightly easier move because he's got the, you know, grippier tyres, they're about 11 laps fresher, excuse me, than Crazy Runner's on. DRS as well, and coming towards turn 1, he's got the slipstream ready. He will be able to make the move, just telling Crazy Runner there, look, I am here, be wary of me, and he has a much better run through turns 1 and 2. The DRS flap 1 is open again. Crazy Runner defence to the middle of the track and had the inside line, but Eyes the Best should be able to outbrake into the outside, and even with that little nudge, he makes that move stick. Beautiful from Eyes the Best, he takes that 10th place, and crucially, he now has clean air. XRL Colours has actually started closing up to Jollipop. I don't know if Jollipop had made a mistake on the start, but oh no, it's F1 Originals, sorry. F1 Originals has made a pit stop and he's come out in P7. So that has put him behind Jollipop. So this could be an interesting battle actually. Again, it's a case of older option tyres compared to new ones. So Originals is going for the undercut. I still wonder if they've actually had a call for rain, because some people clearly hitting earlier, somebody else is also into the box, and yet others are staying out. And Chris, what was your prediction as to what lap we would get the rain at? You said 20, going near me, but Jolly Pop simply lets F1 Originals through. There's no point defending from that. And so yeah, easy move for Originals. He takes that 5th place, what is now 5th place, as the second Taurus of JK's made his first pit stop. And crucially, it keeps him ahead of XRL Draco Fire. So he doesn't have to make an overtake just yet. He will close down Jolly Pop quite quickly, but at least he'll have a lap or two of clean F1 moments himself. Just gonna ride on board with that, so.
Giles also has a 10-second penalty now, so everybody seems to be getting 10-second penalties.
Some of them could be incidents, some of them could be corner cutting, track it. Well, they would go for anything, so I think it's track extending in this game, so there's no code as a penalty. So Mini Ninja into the box, clearly trying to cover off F1 Originals, because he was only around about 3 seconds or so behind him, as XRT Hunt stays out, so XRT Hunt takes the lead for the time being. But I'm going to ride on board with F1 Originals and see where he comes out in relation to Mini Ninja. As F1 Originals is coming around the final corner now, Mini Ninja is leaving his box. This could be quite close. Mini Ninja will be heading to turn 1. Or will he? Will he be heading to turn 1? Yes he will, but Originals is going to have a much better run here. Oh! No, he won't because he doesn't remember the protection on so it's a case of slipstreaming. But Mini Ninja's just got covered. He blocked the corner, forcing Originals to having to ease off, and that's what saved him from losing potentially what was the net lead. Sticking to the back of Mini Ninja for the time being as XRT Hunt is starting 3rd sector. I wonder if he's going to box in this lap and try and cover off the other two. Really hoping that these two will battle each other and potentially help himself out. That's not the case. F1 Originals doesn't seem to be quite cooking off. And Mini Ninja, well, again, through turns 11 and 12, quite clearly you can see he pulls away. But XRT Hunt has the real box. He's staying out for another lap. I can't even tell half the time where Original's car is meant to be. Did he touch the gravel? I think he actually did touch the gravel.
No, but we've got a slow person in the
Well, there's
pit.
2 people in the pit lane. Well, maybe they've just gone into the box, into their actual pit area, but obviously that does mean now that Mini Ninja's back up into P2, Original's back into P3, and in P4 we have JP. JP is actually closed in on these guys, so he's done well, JP's, after that incident, and he's closing in on the leaders. As we've lost connection to Delta, one of the Ferrari drivers is gone, so Chris's curse of the Ferraris doing well in F4 and not doing well in F5 is sticking with it. Chris, I won't be happy about that. Well, he is sticking with it, that's good. Whoa, I think you may have to in certain cases, Chris. The woman's involved, that's completely different. But back to the action, because we're not talking about that. Yes, we're not going on about that again after what happened the other night. Bar off, Chris. Just bar off. As XRT Hunt has now finally gone into the box, and these 3 are all very close together, so this is going to be interesting as to where XRT Hunt is going to come in relation to these guys. He's already left his pit box, he's coming down pit lane, but I think you're going to find him behind this whole pack, and he is. So XRT Hunt has actually lost 2 positions as a result of it, but he does have the freshest option tyres, but he's got about a 3-second gap to gain. As there's yellow flags out actually in sector 2, so whoever was running what was last has made a mistake. But I'm going to go on board with the front 3 here. 3-way battle for the lead, and it's JP's on the back of it with F1 Originals in the middle and Mini Ninja at the front. We have a Force India Toro Rosso sandwich. Bit of a combination with a Williams filling. That was bad, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Oh. Filling. No? Okay. I'll turn that for definite now then. Coming into turns 11 and 12 now, F1 Originals it doesn't have the pace compared to Mini Ninja through there. But Mini Ninja, every time I keep seeing him, track extending in turn 12, and he needs to be careful as to what he's doing. He can't do that too often, or he will find himself a penalty from the stewards. I was going to say us then, but when I'm doing that, in terms of the head steward, he does have the penalty afterwards. That's what I meant. The DRS flap wide open, and the lacking in the 130s at the moment, so the pace isn't really electric. If I do say so myself, well, these three just seem to be kind of complementing each other. Originals doesn't seem to have enough pace to catch up to Mini Ninja where it really matters, which is this first sector. Because that's his best opportunity on overtaking, and in fact, actually, Jake Gibbs is probably the one who's more likely to overtake.
Well, what I did notice when racing last night, Bobbers, was it took about 4 laps before you started getting.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we know the primes are quite a bit slow compared to the options, so you probably wouldn't have seen, improvements. But the rain has now started to fall. I did see drops, and this time I'm not wrong. I am seeing drops of rain, so the rain is actually now on its way. Ooh, Chris, this is going to be interesting. Whose prediction is going to be correct? When will it be wet enough for intermediates? So the guys who hadn't made the pit stop, well, obviously they've all called it right and going on to the option tyres, and anyone who started on the climbs is now looking like a bit of a spanner. But there you go. It's a bit harsh calling it a spanner.
Yeah, well, X-Roll Bernie, the ex-leader of the F1 side of XRL, he has been on Twitter and he has been throwing some abuse at you, but he has said, hi, good race so far. Well, yes, the race has been good so far, we now got rain. He's saying that your stream is still laggy. By the way, guys, this is to all drivers. If you want to have your penalty removed from Australia, if you have video proof, that will be a lot helpful, better help for the stewards in helping you get rid of that.
Well, Dan, I don't know why that is. As I said, I did apologise in advance anyway, but I don't know why, so deal with it. I'm going to try and change my resolution if I can, but obviously I can't do that now. I'm going to have to do it for next week, so do me a favour and shut up. Anyway, back to the action. Because of that, we missed JP's overtaking F1 Originals into turn 1. He's now made his way up into P2. And XRT Hunt is now on the back of this train. And Mini Ninja, once again, has the opportunity to pull out a gap. But we've seen from previous attempts where people have been battling behind him, he hasn't. Ooh, it's XRT Hunt once again cut across turn 12 and getting a little bit of a slide going on. But as I say, Mini Ninja doesn't seem to have the pace to pull away from people. Maybe this time around he could do it. There is a battle actually going on for P5. Oh, it's XRT Hunt optimistic into turn 15 there, knocks off F1 Originals, and that's cost Originals to the back of JP's, and here comes XRT Hunt now. They're both side by side with the DRS as they're coming down towards turn 1. I don't know where Originals' car is. Well, does XRT Hunt make the move? Yes, he does slightly force his Originals out wide, and he takes that third place. But again, another little bit of controversy here. The guys are really getting a little bit reckless. Oh, it's Jay. Indeed, he does. He's gone wide at the exit of turn 3, and this XRT Hunt has now got a good and real opportunity. But for once, actually, this is helping Mini Ninja. That gap's around about 2.5 seconds, I would say, now to these three, as the rain is becoming an end. JP's once again running wide, this time at turn 7. And XRT Hunt was in the slipstream. Can he have a chance towards turn 1? JP's trying to cover him off, and he does so this time around. But as I was saying, that rain is becoming ever more heavy. We're probably seeing a couple. My prediction could be absolutely spot on here. As XRT Hun is going to be on the inside to turn 11, but wisely backs out of it, because that's just going to be reckless. As he's gone wide at turn 12, and there's Originals does have a run on him. He's a much better drive and traction through turn 12, and he's on the inside to 13. Can he stop the car? No, he can't. He runs wide, and XRT Hun retakes that third place. Oh. It will be Reginald's DRS, but he'd have had it anyway if he was P3 on the back of JP's. Here's a question, Chris. How far out is my game sound in regards to the
everything? I don't know, because I've got to have my sound off, otherwise I can't really do anything, because otherwise my computer's too loud. But it is, guys, if you're on Twitch, can you say roughly how much it's out by?
I don't know why that. It could be in regards to the resolution again, which as I said, we'll try and sort out. But just have to put with it. As XRT Hun was really wide at turn 7. I think it's definitely intermediate time, and these guys are struggling in these worsening conditions. JP's and XRT Hun both go wide at turn 10. F1 Originals is a lot cleaner than XRT Hunt, and he's got a running man on the inside as they head towards turn 11, and I think he should be ahead before the corner. Does XRT Hunt back out of it? Yes, he does, and Originals takes that third place.
I've got a message from Toasty on Twitch. He says, please don't watch Originals, he is...
Is he in charge of me now?
Are you in charge of him now?
No, he's not. Because again, I said so. Yeah, you're going to be finding everyone boxing in this. Like that rain is coming down really heavy. We're probably going to have wet tyres later on. So I was 2 laps out, but at least it was closer than you, Chris. No, it's not. Your prediction was for intermediates. Oh, this isn't good for Mini Ninjas. He's probably lost a little time here, but XRT Hunt coming out the pits, and Originals just he's lost a lot of time.
He's not lost a little bit of time. He's lost about 4 seconds.
So they stay in order as they were. Everybody boxing in this lap. The guy was running in last, and was obviously the first to actually make that pit stop, just because. Who is that, Chris? Do you mind looking to see who is in last place? Just going through sector 2.
That would be, I'd imagine, the McLaren.
And is it Giles?
Giles.
What happens to Draco then? We'll find out later on. But F1 Originals is all over the back of JP's coming to turn 7. A much better run through that first sector, and F1 Originals is liking these intermediate conditions. Obviously, it is their first lap on. Oh! He gives JP's a little bit of a nudge there, and does he overtake him? Yes, he does. So again, another overtake with more controversy. Oh, he slowed down. He slowed down. Oh, that was okay. Yes, he let him back through. But that was a little bit dangerous on both drivers. Oh, one Originals has gone off. I don't know if he punted at Jays again, but XRT Hunt now was all over the back of him, but just didn't quite have the traction to make a move on him. But once again, this is giving Mini Ninja the opportunity to pull away yet again for about the 900th time last year.
This, but we don't have DRS anymore due to the fact that
it's all down to driver skill, down to the slipstream, what they are willing to run in terms of their fuel mixture. And you can see actually that Originals is a lot more confident in these wetter conditions compared to those that are under him. I mean, Mini Ninja is actually already being closed down again by JP's, but Originals is closing in on him himself, and XRT is tenth, but he goes really well at turn 7. should have probably gone down another gear there just to make sure he got the turn in. But yeah, F1 Originals, he may be laggy toasty, Lucci, whatever you want to call, but he's clearly the better driver in these wet conditions. Through 10, 11, 12, and you just see that Original is a lot more confident. He knows the braking zones, he knows when to get back on the throttle, and he's really confident. And now he's all over the back of JP's as a result of it. You just got to think, well, oh, there's a little bit of a moment there on the end, exit turn 13. You just got to think, is it a matter of time for him to overtake? And is it time for wet tyres, do you think, already? Or do you think another lap race?
I hope it's another lap because that means
yeah, well, that means it'll then be in the middle.
Lap 23, which will
okay.
25. They come out on lap 25.
No need to be like that. And nice temper. Well, then saying that, there's still another 34 laps to go. We're not even halfway yet, Chris. Anything is possible. Anything can happen. I just want a quick cycle through, see where everybody is apart from these four, because we've been on them quite a bit. Craig Senna is now in P5 still, and he's I'd say around about 8 seconds. Let me just work that out. Yeah, about 8 seconds or so behind the guys in Fuji Gap. It can be caught if they all start battling. Jolly Pop is now up into P6, so he's got ahead of he's got ahead of Eyes the Best at some point. Eyes the Best is struggling in these tyres. He's now P7. In P8 we have Temper 3D, so Temper all on his own and having a dreadful race for his liking. Killers has also lost a lot of time. He's now down into P9. Clearly has an incident somewhere of some sort. Draperfire is pitted and he's now the first person on to the wet tyres. He's not actually, because his teammate's on the wet tyres as well, and he's really struggling. So the intermediates are clearly still the tyre to be on, but probably not for much longer.
And we're gonna go on to lap 25. And we're gonna go on to lap 25 with Mini Ninja.
No, because
this is exactly what we want to see. No.
Oh, it was a back marker. It was crazy running a bit of
that was the back marker.
Mini Ninja still out in the lead, but these four are all really close together. Jacobs is actually closing in, well, not really, but he's maintaining the gap. There's actually XRT Hunt is having a look at F1 Originals into turn 3, and Originals just hangs out as he comes through turn 4 and turn 5, so he hangs on for now, but well, there was me saying that he seems to be the better driver in these wet conditions, but he's maybe made a mistake somewhere or something, but he's fallen off it, and he's gone wide at turn 7 as well. But saying that, so there's XRT. These guys are all struggling now on these intermediate tyres. It is now definitely time to fall the wet tyres.
I think Originals is a wheel user, which is why he's struggling a little bit more now than what it was, because we're getting towards the wet conditions. These guys are on intermediate, and the traction is going to be absolutely terrible.
Originals is
and JP's goes really slow through there, and
pulling to the inside. Is he going to make a late
run.
braking move? No, he pulls back in behind the spray, and that's not the right thing to do. But JP's has gone wide, he's going to turn 13. Originals saw that coming, he's got the inside to 14. Oh, JP's cuts right across and shuts the door. And hangs on for now, but I think they're all good at that. Yes, they all pit.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. All on lap 25.
And as your prize, Chris, you can have a gear card.
Boom, boom, shake the room.
Now then, is anybody going to get held up? Nobody's going to get held up in the pits this time because they're a lot closer than what they were. So Mini Ninja will continue as in the lead. JP's will be second, F1 Originals third, and XRT Hunt will be in fourth. Not really. He was not coming down the pit straight. That's the lap Ferrari of Crazy Run. Is he going to get in the way of Originals here? No, he doesn't. But he's going to be in front of XRT Hunters. Crazy Runner's actually just gone off at turn 2 there. Had a bit of a moment for whatever reason, and I think XRT Hunters now actually got ahead of him. So Crazy Runner not having the best of races, unfortunately. The second Ferrari driver is the first one, and Delta already disconnected. And XLT Hunter's actually lost time to these guys. So at the moment it's down to a 3-way battle for the lead, with Mini Ninja still hanging on for now. As I'm just going to cycle that, Jolly Pop is now up into P5, and he's got ahead of Craig Senna. So Craig Senna has lost a yes, they have. They're both on wet tyres. So Jolly Pop has gained that position from Craig Senna. However, he's done it, but it's another position gain for him. Got Eyes the Best in P7, about 5 or 6 seconds behind these guys. Not really gaining himself. He's got Temper in 8th, all on his own. It's a case of really circulating and just finishing where he can. And they got Giles is now up into P9, so Giles is now in the points after his bizarre strategy to begin with. Then in P10 we've got XR Dracofire, so we've got the McLarens occupying the last 2 points paying positions. And then outside the points we've got Killers, who had that good decent start and is now down in P11 and then a lap down. We've got Crazy Runner who's actually on intermediates. Probably having the time of his life out there, I would say. Would you agree, Chris? It gets tougher.
When gets tough.
Yes, got it in there.
That didn't cause me to sing.
Older Baton seems to have stopped for the time being. I mean, these front no surprise that Crazy Runner tyres was struggling in pretty much the whole race after a bad start, and yeah, we're now down to how many people have we got left actually? Down to 11 runners and riders, and Mini Ninja still heads the front of the train, but as I've mentioned, we have done all race. He's got the Toro Rosso of JPiz still behind him, and the Williams of Originals, and now XLT Hunt is closing back in once again. Okay, Chris, new prediction now. Who's going to be, if you had to pick one of these top 4 to win the race, who would you pick?
I think after the qualifying pace we've seen of him, and the fact that no matter how much he gets delayed in the pits or whatever challenge comes his way, Mini Ninja has managed to control it so far. I reckon he's got probably the best chance at the minute, seeing as he's got no spray in his visor to control this race, and that's exactly what he's doing. Unless he's going to act like Arsenal Football Club and throw it all away in the last lap.
Well, we're nearly at the halfway point of this race, and JPiz is actually closed in on Mini Ninja a little bit more. These two have actually started to streak away a little bit from the Originals in 3rd and XRT Hunt in 4th, so it's a case of what can JPiz do? A lot of wheel spin there for Mini Ninja, and JPiz is now all over the back of him. Gets a little bit of wheel spin and a bit tail happy there through turn 6, but into turn 7. And he's a bit cleaner. He's cleaner than Mini Ninja through there, and he's keeping the gap constantly to him. So could JPiz have a run on him and maybe sneak it up somewhere? That's had it wrong, didn't it? It is. I'll try not to.
Please don't do it again.
Well,
that's like the first time you said that this race.
not that I care too much. I'm saying that now. Originals has started to. I did say he started to close it, and then he's just gone off at turn 13. I just won't say anything sometimes. Shut up.
Good.
Why don't you behave like you should do? Like a good boy.
Because I'm not a boy. I'm a real man.
Okay. Moving swiftly on. Excuse me. Now we are at the halfway point of this race, and JPiz is still all over the back of Mini Ninja. He seems to close in through this first sector, but as always, Mini Ninja is quicker through the third sector because he takes so much more speed from turn 11 and 12. And I'm not really get off this battle, there's another battle going towards the back end of the field, and you've got XRL killers in the Williams now, all over the back of XRL Draco Fire in the McLaren. So it's McLaren versus Williams for the final point claims as XRL killers makes a really dirty corner cut there at turn 12. And thankfully it didn't gain him any time, and Draco Fire is going to manage to hold on for the time being. And then as soon as I say this, you know, I go into another battle, you know, P3 and 4 are close up to each other. Curtis has a little look on the inside of 14 on Draco Fire. Backs out of it at the last second. In towards turn 15, just takes a much tighter line than Draco Fire.
So XRT Hunt has got to be careful here. He's going off the track a lot more. And as you say, P3 and 4 are battling.
Yeah, JP is closing in on Mini Ninja, but you know, through Sector 3 you should see Mini Ninja seems to be pulling away a little bit. I'm actually going to look at... Yeah, I was just going to see these guys' lap times. I mean, Mini Ninja's done a 39.
As well.
I'll see what the next guys do, but I'm going to go on board with Craig Senna. Oh, no, it's not Craig Senna, it's going to be Jolly Pop. And Jolly Pop is lapping pretty much the same actually, so he's not really gaining in. Craig Senna again, low 40s. And Eyes the Best has done a mid 39, so Eyes the Best is the man on the move at the moment. He's the quickest person out on track, I would say, at this moment on these wet tyres, but he's down in P7. Only gaining a couple of tenths a lap, and he needs to pull it out a little more if he wants any chance of closing in particular on the two guys in front, which as I mentioned are Craig Senna and Jolly Pop. But once again, P1 and P2 are pulled away more from Originals in third and XRT Hunt fourth. We've got two splits of two here, and well, what can XRT Hunt do is Originals goes wide at turn 9, and this is XRT Hunt's chance as they come towards turn 11 and gets a much better exit. He'll have the slipstream and the traction, but he's just probably not going to be quite close enough. And he's starting, that's a really dirty corner there from XRT Hunt. Actually, yeah, across the inside of the ball, and you don't really see that too much. It's turn 13, and once again, Originals goes really wide, but XRT Hunt is just not close enough to make any sort of a move on him, and he's, for another lap, he's going to be behind, but at the front, I think JP is all over the back of Mini Ninja. I think this is the closest that I've seen him so far. Probably he's not going to have a chance down towards turn 1, but if he keeps it clean, which he doesn't, I would say he'll have a chance down towards turn 3, but I think Mini Ninja's just got to hold on to it for the time being. And again, how many times have I said that now? Yeah, I'll go with 2 minutes. Oh, Jip is getting onto the sausage curve there and nearly losing the back end. That could have been game over for him then if that had happened. But you can quite clearly see he seems to have a bit more, can take a bit more pace into the corners compared to Mini Ninja. And well, Mini Ninja seems to be cleaner, there's no doubt about that, but Jip is can take more speed into the corners.
Having a fun time like we are.
What, with these two fighting each other?
Whilst the guys on track are fighting.
Oh, it's JP has really caught out his braking zone there. He's lost a bit of time to Mini Ninja as he wanted that. So he's got to get that time back up again and Mike on to fighting. Fantastic. Moving back to P3 and we've actually lost Giles. Giles has either lost connection or he's disconnected, but we've lost one of the McLaren drivers now. So that does mean now we're down to 10 runners and riders. Which does mean if everyone stays in, Chris, everybody scores points!
Which I failed to do yesterday.
me to play F1 2014. Yay! I have
So
friends!
this is officially wanted by someone from TRL. Don't ever do that again.
Wait, it made me feel bad about myself now. Shut up. Lap 32 of this 58 lap Grand Prix here at Melbourne at Albert Park. It seems to have died down a little bit, the action, unfortunately, but the front four are still close to each other, but there doesn't seem to be any real action going on, and it seems to be...
The main
Yeah, JPiz has lost a bit of time to the Force India Mini Ninja, and it's F1 Originals now on the move. Saying that, look at the traction that he gets through that last corner. That is absolutely rubbish. Well, it is, I know he is a real user, so it does affect the wheels, but it's a bit. What's the best way we can put that?
Well, I can officially get off the top 4 drivers, which is the first time I've done. Have a good since lap 1. Have a good P5. But Stewart has its benefits.
No, I mean, really.
Really? Potentially team principals get more benefits, aka Christian Horner's very well. You know. If I'm not mistaken, it looks like there's a battle for P6. And there is. Craig Senna.
So why is the best as caught into the back of Craig Senna? It looks like the race has just gone, as we mentioned earlier, from bad to not quite catastrophic. Not one.
It's a bit like stealth on his part. Got a really good qualifying, and then came rushing down in the race.
No, so for once, Chris, I think it was not a bad effort from you there.
Evaluation. I feel appreciated. And there's a huge battle for second now, with second, third, and fourth all in the line. And Mini Ninja's just...
No, I'm not going to start singing that song.
That's like the full
so what,
song
Chris,
lyric.
we've gone from jokes now to song lyrics. Is there anything that you haven't quite done?
Yep. I'm just a lyrical miracle.
Maybe not. As Jay Pearson gets a lot of wheel spin, and here comes F1 Originals down towards turn 6. And he's ahead. Originals has made the place. He's into P2. The first overtake we've had in quite a while, and finally somebody has. F1 Originals made it to P2 ahead of JPiz now, and XRT Honda in the Red Bull. It's his turn now to have JPiz, who's once again gone really wide. And I think his white tyres have gone compared to everybody else's.
Well, he was stuck behind Mini Ninja for quite a while, and now that he's got dirty air in the way.
Indeed, yeah. I wonder if it could be that time for maybe we're going to see a couple of people pitting. I'm saying that, they've only been on these tyres around about 9 laps now, 9 or 10 laps now. So they need to go a little bit longer for them if we're going to have to run these wet tyres towards the end of the race. JPiz does a little bit.
Well, these tyres really should last about 20
No,
to 30
not in the
laps.
case of JPiz anyway, because he seems to be struggling. That front Reynolds is starting to pull away, and he's actually closing into me. As JPiz is...
The Bubbers, we didn't actually ask you at the time.
Originals.
Who's your one out of the top 4 to win the race?
Oh,
Are you going for the split?
of course I am. Of course I've got to be different. I can't be the same as you. I'd just be wrong. I mean, is it in terms of predictions?
That's a lie. We both support the same football team.
Not not in terms of what football team is for.
You were close yesterday by saying Jambo.
Because F1 Originals is all over the back of Mini Ninja, and as I said, he is the man on the move at the moment. He gets a much better run from turn 9 and 10. Is he going to have a look on the inside and towards turn 11? This could be very risky. Thankfully, he doesn't. Oh, but Mini Ninja's made a mistake, and Originals has now taken the lead. And he's lost second. Oh no, J Pace has gone off
in the race.
He's outbroke himself quite massively there, and so Mini Ninja retakes that second place back, and J Pace has now lost time to the guys in front. So XRT goes into third, but Mini Ninja is all over the place here. He's got no traction. I think his tyres have completely gone off the cliff.
It makes sense if they've been running standard. Lean is definitely the best policy.
Well, that would agree with for full wet conditions, yeah, but intermediates I wouldn't say so much, although I'm saying that, we are on the wet tyres, but Mini Ninja just struggling there for that last lap, and Originals, obviously, as I've said, he's now taken the lead, and he's absolutely, the car pulled off to the side, and that'll be XRL Draco 5 moving over to let everybody through. Very well done there from Draco 5, not getting in everybody's way, but yeah, Originals pulling out. Oh, was XRT on there? On Mini Ninja, sorry, they were just trying to brake. But he slammed the door shut on the exit of turn 7 down to turns 9 and 10. XRT went a little wide himself, and this is bringing JP's back into the game, but Originals already within a lap. He's got about a 3-second lead, Chris.
Already, and it does look like the rain is starting to ease up a little bit. The clouds are starting to get a little bit lighter, and I'd imagine in the next 5 to 7 laps, we'll be going back on intermediate tyres.
I prefer it cold. So I prefer the pizza cold. Sorry, it's 2 months.
Breaking news, Adam.
It is a lot nicer, it does taste better.
Prefers his pizza cold.
I'm not saying it won't have it hot just out of the oven, but it is when it's cold.
I disagree.
Oh, as Dracofire retires from the race.
It's only nice when it's cold.
Oh, why did he? Definitely, because he will chat to us. But that's a strange one, because he would have scored points if he just stayed in. Well, he would have scored a point at least. Because XRT really caught up to turn 7, and that gives him a run on Mini Ninja, going down towards turn 9 and 10 now. Mini Ninja had, he seems to have evaporated because he started to close down a little bit onto the Williams of F1 Originals. Draco, dude, why the retirement?
Yes, right. Why? Well, I just had to get out of the way for everyone. I was being lapped. There's nobody else behind me. There's no way I was going to catch up.
So that's why you dropped time.
My steering wheel cut out earlier in the race. So that put me way back. I was right off the track, and yeah. So I was set right back. So I thought, no, that's enough. No way. There's no point in carrying on. There's no way. I had no grip.
Well, that's
I don't know why. I had no grip.
Well, I was going to say that is unfortunate of you, but obviously it does mean, well, if you actually stayed in the race, you would have scored points. You do realise now that you've retired? You don't.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's okay. It's only 1 point in 10. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair enough.
Well, anything could happen in these last 20 laps, and if people disconnect or if they crash their vehicle, that could look like a very bad mistake.
Yeah. Well, that's fair fair enough, but I don't do 100%ers. That, you know, mine are 50%. After that, it just becomes too much like hard work. If I, you know, if I'm not well at the moment, if I was well enough, I would, you know, I wouldn't have just given
Fair
up.
enough then, Draco. Well, hopefully you can, well, put your feet up, you know, recover yourself hopefully for next week. Oh, as Mini Ninja, sorry to cut across you, but Mini Ninja's just made a rookie mistake
I'm gonna
and
sit and
he's
watch.
binned it into the wall. And he's got no wing damage, funny enough, but he did a Pasta Maldonado. He pretty much did a Pasta Maldonado from 2 seasons back. And he's now down into P5. He's also down to P5, but as we're saying, Draco, you know, thank you for joining us. Put your feet up. Hopefully you can recover for next week, and hopefully you can score some good points.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Oh yes. When we're back to 50%, that's no problem. So I can compete with them. I'm getting too old for 100%. You know, my knee gives out, my ankle gives out.
Do you want to get some prosthetic ones then, so you
I'm an
can
old
use
man,
them?
You know, so you know, it's just I do use elasticated bandages normally.
Right,
if I
well.
have to do 100%.
Okay, well, as I said, fingers crossed. Hopefully it all goes well for you next week. Take it easy.
Yeah. Okay. I'll catch you later.
There goes one of the legends of XRL. Still great that he's still racing with us. Shame about
Certainly
it.
is. Nobody can
But
dishearten or fault XRL Draco Fire for that. But one person we can talk about is Mini Ninja. First to third to fifth. And he didn't pass them all Maldonado. Well, it seemed like it was all going so well for him in that first half of the race, and it's just starting to fall off now. He doesn't seem to have the grip on these wet tyres, and well, the front three have now spread themselves out a bit, and this race is kind of slacking off a little bit. So why not then, Chris, or anybody who's still, if anybody is watching the stream still, let's do a pub quiz. How does that sound?
Well, I can't always guarantee that, but I do have a comment on the stream, and that is from Carbs, another one of the XRL greats, saying Draco Fire's ladder can't last
Legendary
the full race.
Clavs.
Lol.
Well said. Oh, it's actually, we got some people coming to the bits because the rain has actually pretty much died down. But are we going to see intermediates, or are we going to see wets? Jolly Pop is in as well. He was running in P4, so let's see what he comes in on and what tyres does he put on. Jolly Pop's put prime tyres on.
Well, Bubbits, I'm gonna give you a little
He's
quick
put
quiz,
prime
and-
tyres on. Oh dear,
Really?
that must have been a glitch or something with the game. That's his race over.
Well, that's his race over. I'm gonna give you a quick quiz, right? It's a single question. Well, Bubbits, I'm gonna give you a quick quiz, right? It's a single question, one answer. Where do you think Temper is in the race at this moment?
Well, after the retirement, and as I said, the retirement didn't really cost too much or change too much. The last time I noticed he was running P7, so I'm gonna say 7th again. Oh, and Milo was now started. Thank you, son. Hey, there it is. There it is. Yeah.
It had to be said.
What's that?
And Inters go on for Temper 3D.
What did you say, Chris? Sorry.
Temper has now gone on
Yeah,
to
I mean,
intermediate tyres.
JP's has made a pit stop, as his originals, and they're both on intermediates now. It does seem to be that intermediates is the right tyre to be on now. Many Ninjas still out there on the wet tyres. He's in P2. I wonder if he's going to hang on for the dries here. And he could be, because he's still staying out. And as is the leader, XRT Hunt, and he's obviously got around about, I'd say, an 18-second or so gap back to originals, who's in third. That's just going to be a bit more than that, but maybe they've pitted too early for those intermediates.
Okay, so I've got some updates from Tidix if you guys are interested, and he says it's been a crazy race there in Australia.
No safety
as well.
car.
Full wets after a safety car, dry start similar to this F5 race. But not only that, the pole sitter has had a very similar fate in second, gone from pole to ninth,
Well,
and is currently 40 seconds off the leader, which is Mucker. Moondrix, another new driver in XRO, is second, and a third new driver.
well,
in
I've just been on board with
Ricardo
XRT
XD,
Hunt then, and he has
is
just
third.
lapped, I repeat, lapped Temper 3D.
I did indeed. The one that you said was
It's just been one of those races. I mean, some people are clearly accustomed and used to the wet conditions, and some people aren't. It's as simple as that, really. As well as everything else that happened during the race, you know, let's not forget that. But you know, the weather changes did make a difference.
True. And the leader now pits. So, pure XRT.
Well, F1 Originals is in P3.
And he's gone.
Who's
His
that?
race is over. His race is over. He's gone back out.
Oh dear. And he's going to come out with a big lead as well. Well, a big advantage. Yeah, well, you know, the people who are on intermediates are actually lapping slower than what they did on the wets. Yeah, Originals is about 4 seconds a lap slower. So maybe that's not a bad call from XRT Hunt. It does indeed. He's still out on those wet tyres. They're going to be a bit shredded, but this puts, as I said, this puts XRT Hunt now in a great position to make a move and potentially take what could be a debut win here. I mean, there's still 16 laps to go yet, viewers, but this is turning out to be quite interesting, and some people have made the wrong tyre choice, such as JP's and Originals. They've gone on to the intermediates and they're losing time every single lap.
Well, all I'll say is, if Mini Ninja can keep ahead when the track starts to dry out, his race is back on for the win. Give it another 3 to 4 laps, this track will start to dry out, it's not raining anymore.
Indeed they will, but that could take a little bit of time here, because, well, the rain is pretty much... Oh, there's a bit of an end plate there, as I was just on board with XRT Hunt through turn 13 and 14. I wonder if that was Mini Ninja once again. Mini Ninja actually pits. So I'm going to go on board with him and see what tyres he's going to put on. But it wasn't him that lost his end plates. Mini Ninja puts on the intermediates. That probably could have been a good call now to go on at this point, because the rain has stopped and he's going to come out not far behind. It could come out in between Originals and JP's here. Well, this could be very close between him and JP's. JP's coming down towards turn 1 now, and here's Mini Ninja, and Mini Ninja's he drifts round and he's got no grip, and JP's has hit him. That's actually helped him. So Mini Ninja actually remains in that 3rd place.
I know whose end plate was missing.
Jolly Pop, obviously, engineers decided to think he was in dry conditions and decided to put prime tyres on. Clearly that wasn't the case. It's actually, oh sorry, I apologise, it's not JP's that's in fault, it's I's the Best. And I's the Best, who's on the wet tyres still, is all over the back of Mini Ninja. JP's is actually now down into 6th.
And Originals is up into
I don't know what's
second.
happened to him, but JP's is 6th. He is indeed, but I's the Best, who thought his podium chance was gone and had slipped away. He's now got a good chance here. I mean, this is intermediate versus wet tyre here between P3 and 4, and there doesn't seem to be much difference at all at this moment in time. While they're saying that, there seems to be a drier line starting to appear.
The battle for first is still on, because XRT Hunt is still on the west, but in second.
As the best has actually fallen back now
F1
off Mini Ninja. I think he locked up in towards the penultimate corner, and that's cost him some time. And indeed it has. And Mini Ninja now on these fresh tyres seems to be going a lot quicker, and he could catch up to Originals here. So it's not all over yet. In particular, if XRT Hunt will have to pit again.
So Bobbert, as I'm now on my final drive of corner cutting for this race, how about we do
Go
a
on
mini
then.
quiz, see what
Why
we
not?
can remember from last season.